give that position to Reece Nelson to try. And then yesterday want to play, what's his name? Northside. Don't play him inside me. If you play him by the wing, that is where he used to finish work for, at Brighton. Not people should send me to London. Do all you can. If working Gunners Hop is, you people should send me to North London. Let me grab Arteta by the neck. I will give me a dirty slap first, and then expect reasonable questions from him. So by the time I give him the next point, he will realize himself and know what to do. Yes. So that's all I'm asking for. Send me to North London. Let me mess him up so that he will sit up, because he needs someone to deal immensely with him. So you understand that he play with our emotions. My darling Arsenal that I love so much, and Arteta, you're lucky I'm not in North London. What I would have used the chemistry of upper job. Arteta, don't worry. I'll be there soon. Pray before I get there. You should not remain there. Another thing I'm asking for is, if he does not improve, I should be Arsenal coach. Let me take up that job. I know what to do. My days in the Woyan, my days in Bende United and Bende Insurance.
Welcome back, family, to Northside LD and Caramba. We are back with an exclusive interview. Ya sabe como que cena funciona. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, doing all that good stuff. We're going to get straight into this exclusive interview from Arteta. How many interviews? Interviews after interviews after interviews, bro. Just fix the team, fix the lineup, fix the tactics, and fix the fact that we're looking all over the place defensively. That's what you need to be focused on. But we need to focus, guys. We need to focus. I'm here. Little cafe, get yourself a little cafe, get yourself a little drink, calma, and let's get straight into this. Big up to everyone that is locked in. And let's get straight into this, bro. You know what I mean? Let's see what Arteta is saying in his latest interview. Maybe he'll give more information than he does in the press conferences, because we get very vague answers. You know, what does full throttle mean, guys? 1 to the 96. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what this guy is talking about, because hopefully we can get a bit more insight. You know what I'm saying? In what he's trying to do, because yeah, it's looking mad at the moment. It's looking mad at the moment. But let me move this here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get some more, you know, tactical awareness, a bit more knowledge around what he's trying to do with the team. What's the idea? How he's going to get Gyökeres involved in the game? How he's going to get more from other players around? But we'll see, man. We'll see. Let's get straight into it. Right. Let's go. Exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Exclusive. Let's go.
This job wasn't about changing the tactics or a way of playing to a team. This job was about transforming this football club and putting it right back where it had to be. A total team has to have total players, and you have to dominate absolutely every aspect of the game. Almost everything has to be perfect in this league to give yourself the chance to win it. The demand.
Interesting. Total players. I wouldn't call Calafiori a total player. I wouldn't call Ødegaard a total player. I wouldn't call Havertz or Jesus a total player. Interesting words. He definitely makes it sound very, very convincing. Total players. What does that even mean? What's a total? Ødegaard ain't a total player. Zubimendi ain't a total player. I can tell you all the weaknesses of all these players. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. And talking about everything has to be perfect to win the league. Well, I'll tell you what. Slot didn't need everything to be perfect last season for him to win the league, because things weren't perfect. Antonio Conte didn't need everything perfect for him to win the league with Chelsea. So, you know what I'm saying? When Leicester won the league, was everything perfect for them to win the league? Was that team built, or did they have complete players to be able to win the league when they won the league? Interesting. Let's continue. I hear a lot of excuses. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Here, and the expectation, obviously, that we all have is to win major trophies. The key thing is that you have to master to actually do it. I think is very important, and now we're going to do it.
Oh, now we're going to do it. There we go. That's why Hooks told us it's in the bag. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why they're telling us in the bag. You know what I mean? That's why Gal's excited. We're going to win the league. You know what I'm saying? We're cooking. Look out. Arsenal are cooking. Okay. Interesting. I like the energy, guys. Continue. Let's go. Continue. Let's go.
I see.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
Good.
Welcome.
Since you've been in charge, obviously, December 2019, that seems to have gone very quickly.
It's been very fast. It's been an incredible ride so far.
Right.
I could never imagine all the things that we've been through together, but I think it's been personally incredibly fulfilling and professionally something exceptional to live together with all the people around the club.
I mean, it is remarkable because there's so much to it, but to actually be top of the Premier League, I know it's December, and the Champions League is an incredible achievement.
Yes, I think this job wasn't about changing the tactics or a way of playing to a team. This job was about, with a lot of support, transforming this football club and putting it right back where it had to be. And now for the last 3 years, we have put it there very consistently in terms of results. But the demands here and the expectation, obviously, that we all have is to win major trophies. And that's the things that we have to focus in to find an edge and to find a way to achieve that.
Obviously, finish.
I think that's when you could say that you've taken this club back to where it's supposed to be. With all due respect, yeah, I've seen my club win 3 league titles, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Contending for league titles is the bare minimum as one of the biggest clubs in England. Saying that you've already got us back to where we need to be, bro. At the end of the day, yes, Arteta's made us challengers. You can't take that away from him. But at the same time, it's not just about challenges, it's about getting over the line. And you've had 6 years to do that. So when he's talking about those, you know, how we can get the edge and stuff like that, I don't understand how we're going to get the edge, you know what I'm saying, without playing to Gyökeres's strengths. I don't know how we're going to get the edge if you keep burning out Saka. I don't know how we're going to get the edge if you keep bringing back Ødegaard at every single chance that you get. He has to be a starter based on flipping having the armband. I don't see how we're going to get the edge if you continue playing Timber as a centre-back option that he's not been good enough as a centre-back. So this is the thing. It all sounds great, yeah, but at the end of the day, your job is to win trophies, bro, not just compete for them, but win them. And you've had more than enough time to win them. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about contending, bro. It's about getting over the line. You know what I mean? But he loves to make it seem like, oh, we've got the club back to where it needs to be. No, the club needs to be winning major honours. Yeah, it's great being. I can't even believe that Hargreaves is there saying, oh, yeah, it's a great achievement. No, it's not a great achievement, bro. When you was at Man United, yeah, when you was at Man United, competing and not getting over the line wasn't looked at as an achievement. Winning league titles, winning Champions Leagues, winning trophies, that's what was considered as an achievement. I don't know when we started talking about these things as if, oh, it's an achievement just to contend. No, you got to win. You got to win, especially in 6 years. You got to win. You can't just be saying, oh, well, it's an amazing achievement that we're competing. Come on, bro. What are we doing here, man? You know what I'm saying? Very nice of you, Arteta, disrespecting other managers of this club who are proven legends. Oh, big up Marie, man. Big up family every single time, man. Big up Marie, man. You know what I mean? That's my prima right there. Prima in the house. You know what I mean? He said the same thing about winning major trophies when he first got the job. Nothing's changed. Only league position. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, he acts as if competing is the final destination. No, bro, you need to get over the line. It's great that you got us competing, yes. But, bro, you have to get it over the line, bro. You have to get it over the line. You're only going to get a certain amount of praise for competing. You have to get over the line. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? It would be fulfilling when you're making 15 million a year, wouldn't it? Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. For being a nearly man. That's what he is up until now. Do you know what I'm saying? Perfection. But these are all the little things that he's trying to signal, yeah, to make it seem like, right, it's such a difficult job. I mean, you know, you guys are criticizing me for no trophies, but, you know, it's so many margins and it's so difficult. And this league, you have to be perfect. No, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Because if you had to be perfect, we wouldn't have seen Leicester win the league. We wouldn't see Slot win the league. Do you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have seen these things if you have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Yeah, but you have to get over the line and you have to turn up when it matters most. And by hook or by crook, you have to get over the line. But this whole thing about perfection is nonsense. We've seen Real Madrid win the Champions League with no striker, bro. We've seen Pep flipping win the league title with no striker, with inverted fullbacks, with centre-backs playing at fullback. What are we talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? We're not hearing it, bro. We're not hearing it. We've seen Liverpool lift trophies with multiple injuries. Like, since when does everything have to be perfect? No, you have to be the difference maker as a manager. And a lot of times, every time, let's be real, when it's time for you to prove your worth as a manager, you fall flat. You fall flat. So that's the reality, bro. Let's not start with all this excuses and all this rubbish, bro. You know what I mean? About perfection and all that. You're trying to make it seem like it's a lot harder. Listen, if the job is too hard, Arteta, you need to move on. Simple as that. If the job is too much for you, you need to move on, bro. We're not dropping our standards down to yours where it's just about competing and not getting over the line. If you can't do it, we'll get a manager that can.
In second last season, I think you scored 17 less than Liverpool and you have 14 draws. That looks like, in a way, a quick fix. If you can fix that, you know, add some goals to the team. Was that something you guys looked at in summer to add some goals to the team?
Yes, that was I think the manner that the team got hit with injuries in the most critical part of the season. I think that was a massive one. The year before, we scored the most goals in the history of Arsenal Football Club, and the less goals conceded, and the most clean sheet, and the most wins. You still don't win the league.
Yeah.
That's the demands that we have. So almost everything has to be perfect in this league to give yourself.
This guy is such a waffler. How are you sitting there saying that, oh, but look at the records that we had. Oh, but we got so many injuries. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's go through some of the injuries, because Saliba twists his ankle and then you still play him. Do you know what I'm saying? Thomas Partey gets injured, you push him back on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? Timber limping, you keep him on the pitch. Saka, you burnt into the ground. Both our centre-backs getting injuries because you've been running them into the ground and not rotating them. So when you're talking about our players getting injuries, the injuries are fueled by you. You risking flipping Trossard against flipping Aston Villa when he's injured, and then he picks up another knock. Against flipping Wolves, you risk Saliba and Ben White. That you knew Ben White just came back from injury. You're throwing him back into the lines then straight away, playing him back to back when he just came back from injury. Saliba, you even admitted in your press conference that you risked Saliba when you knew that he wasn't 100% to come back. You put players at risk. Trossard, Saliba, Ben White. How many more times? Ødegaard got 2 shoulder injuries. You're rushing him back, playing him as soon as you can. Saka burnt out, gets an injury. What do? Play him every single game. You do this to yourself. Last season, running Havertz into the ground. And then you turn to Moreno up front. Why didn't you rotate Moreno up front with Havertz, and then you could have avoided that injury? But I'm not hearing it, bro. This guy always trying to finesse how he's not responsible for injuries, bro. You've got a long track record now of either overplaying players, even the condition that Gabriel went to play for Brazil. Everyone blaming Ancelotti. You're the one playing him against Port Vale. You're the one playing him against Slavia Prague and Brighton and all these other teams. You're the one doing that. Now you want to talk and act as if, oh, well, it's not my fault. I didn't do anything. What can we do? We just have injuries. No. You don't rotate your squad enough. You don't utilize your bench enough. Hence why only until we got major injuries did we see Mosquera and Hincapié. That partnership should have been formed in case long time ago, as soon as we got them. But instead, no, you want to keep going. Saliba Gabriel. So we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear these excuses, because most of them they've been brought on by you. You don't use Diamond. Madueke sometimes use him. You don't want to utilize Ethan. Ødegaard has to keep walking back into this team, regardless of performances, and regardless how bad we look as a squad when he's available. Don't sit here talking about injuries as if you have not caused a lot of injuries and risked players, which you have openly admitted to risking Saliba and Trossard. You're running Declan Rice into the ground. We're not going to be surprised if Declan Rice or Timber gets injured. And what are you going to say? Oh, because of injuries. Well, guess what? When players are fit, you still don't rotate. So what's the excuse then? Because when players are fit, when Dalman was fit, did you use him? No. Ethan is fit right now. Are you using him? No. Declan Rice, before he gets injured, have you been using Northside enough? No. Barely any games this season. But then you're going to blame, oh, well, it's the load, and now, Declan. You don't utilize these players that could rest players that you need available. So that's why it comes down to your fault. And you want to sit there like, oh, but we had this, we had that. No. The reason we ain't won the league is it's not about injuries. It's the fact that you have no plan B when plan A doesn't work. You've put all your eggs into this set piece stuff. You don't know how to balance the way you're playing now with the way you played in 22-23 season. Everything is just rigid. When it comes up against tougher games like Bayern a couple of seasons ago in the Champions League, PSG in the Champions League, you come unstuck. Do you know why? Because you're a limited manager. You're not a tactician, you're a coach. And when you get sussed out, you have no answer. And this season, we've seen you have had no answer because you had no answer against Aston Villa, Chelsea, Sunderland. You were relying on Wolves to score own goals. Your deficiencies, bro. Stop blaming the squad. Stop blaming the injuries. Stop blaming the players. Look at yourself in the mirror. You have not done enough as a manager to get this team over the line. When the squad is looking at you for guidance, you have no answers, bro. No answers. What was your answers against Aston Villa? What was your answers against 10-man Chelsea? What was your answer for getting pressed the hell out against Sunderland? Oh, sit back and defend. The same way you wanted to sit back and defend against Wolves. Not good enough. Not good enough. You can look at the injuries as much as you want. You had enough players available there to win those games. We had enough fit players to win those games. Enough first-team starters to win those games. We didn't win it because of your cowardly tactics. The performance against Wolves was down to your approach to the game. Your dead tactics, your lack of trying to kill off teams. And this little, oh, we'll take a draw. If we can nick it at the end, yeah, you're gambling. But your gamble didn't work out last season because we got 14 draws. We got 14 draws. And if you continue to do this, we ain't gonna win. We ain't gonna win in the cup games. Latter stages of the cup competitions, you have to play to win, not play to draw. You play to draw, you're risking getting kicked out. What we're gonna do? Defend. Try to get it at the end. If we don't get it at the end, take it to penalties. It's a gamble. It's a gamble, and it's a gamble that you've been rolling the dice and seeing if you can get away with it. We've won no major honors in the last 3-4. We ain't won them since you've been here. So this little excuses of injuries, we ain't hearing it, bruv. We ain't hearing it. But let's continue. Let's get flipping out. It's raining hard, man. Hold on, let me close this window. It's raining, guys.
The chance to win it, and now this season again we're producing very, very strong numbers in all departments, but we need to continue to go for another 6 months.
When I look at some of the great Arsenal teams, they almost had everything, every ingredient. They had size, they had skill, but it feels like this Arsenal team now, all of a sudden, not only do you have brilliant players, but actually I think there's a huge physical presence, which I think is super important. People underestimate that, the physicality, I think.
Well, I think that's the main thing. I think without that in this league, I think you have a very little option to compete and being consistent. I think.
No. Let's not do that. Man's trying to kiss his ass, bro. Let's not do that, bro. Let's not do that. Do you know what this Arsenal team lack? They lack individuality. They lack the Alexis Sanchez's, the Perez's, the Ljungbergs, the Bergkamps. Yeah, I'm saying the Thierry Henry's. These players made magic, bro. These players will take a game by the scruff. Antonio Reyes. These players will take the game by the scruff of the neck, and they were allowed to express themselves. They're not allowed to express themselves with this manager. It's all robotic, bro. Yes, being physical is an important part of the game, of course it is. It's part of it. But let's not say, oh, this team has got the most, and that's how you know this manager's not a winner, bro. Because he's like, it's the most important thing. No, it's not the most important thing. It's not the most important thing. How physical are PSG? Yet they won the Champions League. How physical is Man City? The Man City teams that kept dominating. They weren't the most physical team, but you know what they had? Winning mentality, a manager that makes the difference, players that can express themselves. Vitinha, Jean Neves, Kvaratskhelia, players that understood their role. Dembele, look, what I'm saying, that's the difference between Enrique and you, bro. Dembele had a terrible injury record back at Barcelona. Goes to PSG, boom, man's winning league, man's winning Champions League. Barely injured. That's the difference, bro. Whereas players are getting more injured under you. Doesn't have to be the most physical team to win the league. Don't have to be the most physical. Liverpool won the league last season. I wouldn't say they're the most physical team in the league to win the league. How is that? The most important is the winning mentality and the know-how to get over the line when it matters most. And the players and the managers understand that. You don't. Your system is so rigid that when the system doesn't work, the players are looking back on you and you don't know what to do, making like-for-like substitutions, looking lost, don't know how to change formation within the game, in-game management, inconsistent, substitutions that are like-for-like. Since when is being physical the most important thing? Yes, you need some physicality, but when is it the most important thing is the winning mentality? Being able to adapt to the opposition, being able to come up with solutions in game, not wait to play the same type of football for the whole season and then throw away all the trophies and then next season have a different approach. No, you got 90 minutes to change your game. Change it then. Change it. This guy, no, but this is what I'm saying, man. This guy's not a winner, bro. This guy's not a winner, bro. This guy's not a winner. You know what I mean? This guy's not a winner, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. What you man saying? Hold on, before I continue this. How's that Barca game against Wolves was so lucky? I'm telling you, this is what I'm saying. They're all scared to say anything to him. They're always pandering to him. Why are these interviewers so cocked these days? Man are stroking Arteta's ego so he keeps them keep giving them interview. Bro, this is why he likes it so much, because it's an ego fest. Oh, we look how physical the team was. I'll tell you what, you know what I'm saying? When we won the league in 04, we had physicality and we also had players that were technically levels. Do you know what I'm saying? We had physicality. We had Sol Campbell, we had Colo Touré, we had, you know what I mean? We had Edu, we had who else? Patrick Vieira, we had Thierry Henry, we had all these players. We had players that are physical and also technical, and players that could actually knew how to turn up at the end of the season, bro. I don't know what this guy's talking about. Oh, the physicality. Get out of here, bro. You know what I mean? I don't even know why Hargreaves is talking like that, bro. Man, this guy, bro. I swear down. Let him. He would never say that in front of Fergie, bro. He'd never say that in front of Fergie. You know what I mean? Arteta is so inexperienced to handle the talent in the palm of his hands. He's scared, bro. You know what I mean? He's scared, bro. He's scared. It is what it is, man. My days. Well, being top in both competitions, the achievement. No, it's not. It's not, because we ain't won nothing. We ain't won nothing. Just because we're top right now don't mean shit. Yeah. How will the season end? It's good, but it's not. It's not an achievement. It's not an achievement. Achievement is actually lifting the trophy. As it stands right now, we ain't won shit, so it ain't an achievement. And we've bottled league titles, but league races before. So I listen. At the end of the day, I ain't hearing it. Ain't no flipping achievement, bro. Man, want to give the manager props before he ever even achieved anything. Exactly. Harvey won the Champions League with us in 2008. How dare he sit there and say this is success? He will never say in front of Fergie, bro. He'd never say in front of Fergie. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's ridiculous, man. It is all a gimmick, bro. It's all a gimmick, bro. And that's why they like it, bro, because this is why he likes doing the interviews. If you realize, yeah, Arteta does about 15, 20 interviews during the whole season. How many interviews he done so far? I covered a few of them. He's already done like 5 interviews, bro. They're interviewing this guy more than they're interviewing Pep, bro. I'm like, bro, what has this guy actually achieved to get all these interviews, bro? Like, what's he actually done? Like, bro, less interviews, more training. He says, you know what? This manager said, we don't have time for the training. Don't have time for the training. But you have time for flipping interviews, though, don't you? You have time for interviews, but we don't have time for the training. Get the F out of here, bro. You should be training the players, bro. I don't know what you're doing. You need more time training the players, because every single time the whistle blows, I see you, every single time the ball goes out of play, I see you talking to the players. Guys, we need to push it, we need to combination, we need to press it, we need to move it. Cool. Why don't you use this time to be coaching the players so you have less of that? Why don't you do that? Filho da puta, pa. I'm telling you, this guy is un viado, pa. Don't know what he's doing, man. Marica da merda. Anyway, let's continue, bro. Let's continue.
I call them total players. A total team has to have total players, and you have
total players
and being consistent. I think I call them total players. A total team has to have total players, and you have to dominate absolutely every aspect of the game. And the game in the Premier League has phases when it comes very physical. Very physical can be very transitional. Very physical can be a lot of contact, a lot of direct play, a lot of second balls, a lot of set pieces. You're gonna have to be able to compete and master those moments in games if you want to win.
Total players. Total players is a new one, guys. Please note that down. We need total players, guys. We need total players. What are you talking about, total players? What does that even mean? What is total players? Zubimendi not being press resistant, is that a total player? Havertz and Jesus can't score goals on a consistent basis enough to break past 14 goals a season. Is that a total player? Calafiori is not good enough as a left back. Is that a total player? What is a total player? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Martinelli's inconsistent, rubbish against Wolves. Is that a total player? What are you talking about, total players? And all he keeps emphasizing is the physicality. Bro, go manage Stoke. It's not just about the physicality. Everyone already knows the league is physical, bro. It's known for that. What else have we got? What's the plan B? Is there a different system you're implementing? What else? All you keep talking about is physicality. That is the only thing he's been talking about so far. And it's what? How long is it into this dead interview? Hold on. 4 minutes in, all we're talking about is total football, total players, and physicality. That's all the tactical awareness of this manager. There's nothing else. I just don't. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. He doesn't give us anything tactically to analyze or answer any tactical questions. Everything is just just pace and power, pace and power. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? If it was about pace and power, yeah, if it was just about pace and power, we should have beat PSG then, because we're the more physical team now. We should have been able to beat Bayern. We should have been able to beat a lot of teams that we drop points to. I don't get this guy's a waffler, bro. This guy's a waffler, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. Arteta is like the striker who, if he doesn't get set up in front of an empty goal for a tap in, he won't score, but will blame everybody else. I don't get it, bro. You know what I mean? Why is he trying to explain to a winner in Owen what you need to do to win? This is hilarious, bro. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. I don't know what this guy's on. But let's continue. Let's continue. The infinite wisdom of Super Mick. Let's continue. Hold on a sec.
Said to you before the Bayern game, we could.
If you want to win.
I mean, that's the interesting thing. I think literally you guys could play any phase. I think that United team I said to you before the Bayern game, we could virtually play any phase. The only team we probably conceded possession to was Barca. But really, you could play on transition, you could play on set pieces, physicality, you could score goals. And I think your Arsenal team now, it feels like you have every ingredient, depending on what the game needs.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to build and bringing players, developing players to play in that manner. I think you are more reliable and certainly more unpredictable for the opponent as well, because they have to dominate a lot of aspects to limit you to not to win the game.
I mean, set pieces is such an important feature, because if you think about in terms of set pieces, I think teams score like, what, 20, 30 goals a season. That's essentially, that's a £100 million player. Mm. You guys seem to have almost mastered this. Can you kind of explain how you've done?
I don't even know how Hargreaves sitting there acting like he's so amazed, bro. You've won 2 Champions Leagues, 4 German championships, 4 Premier Leagues, bro. You know what I'm saying? You won the flipping FB Pokal a couple of times as well. I don't know how you're sitting here going like, this is amazing, bro. Like with the career you've had and the things that you've won, the way you're sitting here going like, this manager's incredible when he ain't won nothing, bro. He ain't even won a quarter of that. But you're trying to make it seem like this is so amazing, bro. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Anyway, look at Arteta. He loves these questions about the set pieces. He loves it. Go on, Arteta. This is your moment to shine, bro. I know you're excited.
Such a brilliant job at that.
Well, going phase by phase, and on that phase, for example, in transition, we're a team that we didn't have the efficiency required, whether it's short counters or long counters. So what are the main principles that we have to master? The time of qualities that we need, where we have to regain the ball to master that in set pieces. Put an objective to it. A project: can we score 2 set pieces per game? Can we score 2 goals in the final third when the opponent is set? Per game, if we have 20 situations, that's a very high efficiency compared to normally what you are able to provide.
He's waffling because it's not because of him that we're scoring set pieces. It's the set piece coach. You know what I mean? But he's trying to get the applause for that. Arteta, you're not the one that sets us up to be that effective on set pieces, bro. Bring out the set piece coach. You know what I mean? I don't think you got the qualifications for this, big man, to answer this question. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's talking about, we have these phases and these counters and these. We're to ask you about set pieces, bro. Man's talking about counter attacks. You don't even know what you're talking about. You're just waffling words. Yeah, I'm saying you're just waffling, bro, for waffle's sake. You know what I mean? Because he always has to be the guy getting praise for everything. At the end of the day, the set piece coach is the one that deserves the praise for how good we are on set pieces, bro. Man, talking about total players, total this, total that. Bro, you got a bunch of players here that ain't total. Jesus, Havertz, Ødegaard, Zubimendi, Calafiori. Do you know what I'm saying? There's bare players here that ain't total players, bro. Man's talking about, bro, make Gyökeres a total player. How about that? Make Gyökeres a total player then. Because right now, his touch is looking like, his first touch looking like Bambi, looking like trampoline foot. You know what I'm saying? And he's not able to score, bro. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? This guy, bro, get the set piece coach out here. Look at him trying to get all the praise to the set piece coach. This guy's shameless, bro. This guy's a narcissist, bro. This guy's a narcissist. Why can't you just say, listen, we got an amazing set piece coach. And he's done an excellent job at Arsenal, setting us up to be very effective on set pieces. No, he's like, oh, we need the combination, and we need to do this, trying to make himself sound like a genius. Get out of here, bro. Give praise to the people that have done doing well. You know what I mean? That are working around you, bro. You know what I mean? Hold on a sec. Hold on. I feel it's my cleaner still. Hold on. Oh. That's it. ¿Ah?
¿Papel, toalla, no quieres?
Si tenés papel. Es que yo soy youtuber, entonces todo hablando de Arsenal.
Cuando tú no quieras, ven, te enseño. Cuando tú no quieras servicio, porque no te moleste, ¿dónde está el cartel?
Oh, este aquí.
Mira, para que no te moleste, tú pones, si tú no quieres, pones así. Okay. Y no te van a tocar. Okay. Ese. Si lo pones así, es que quiere servicio. Okay. El rojo es que no quiere, así no te molestan, okay. Así no te tocan.
Ok, bueno. Gracias. Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to just, get me. But yeah, man. What's man saying before we continue? This exclusive, you know what I'm saying? Exclusive. Get this prick out of my club. You know what I'm saying? I noticed this interview is all about himself, not giving his coaching staff credit. But up north, bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. Do you know what I mean? People that are narcissistic, yeah, they always want to take all the credit for everything. They never give the credit to people that help them along the way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's all about them and how great they are and this admiration that they have to always get. Bro, you've got a coaching staff. Let's just be honest. Until you got this coaching staff who wasn't like this on set pieces, he has transformed the way that we play set pieces. Let's be real, we're very good at set pieces. Just because I don't like everything about this club doesn't mean that there's not things that are there that we can't praise. You know what I'm saying? Let's not be silly about it. We are very good on set pieces. But that wasn't before. Arteta didn't come into the club and we were effective in set pieces. You got this set piece coach, and then so just give him his praise. Just say, listen, we've got a great staff here, you know, background staff, the set piece coach. Man. Instead, it's all about, yeah, we do this and this and this and this. Bro, come on, man. Come on, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to always try and make yourself the star, bro. You can give praise to the people around that are doing a good job, bro. You know what I'm saying? But everything's about him, bro. Everything's about him. At that level of ego, life's going to check you with that level of ego, bro. It's going to check you with that level of ego that you got. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And it's all part of this, we have to get behind Arteta. See, look at what he's done for the club. Nah, bro. Nah. He's not as great as this fan base make him out to be, bro. And that's why he gets caught out at the end of every season. That's why he ain't won no major honors, bro. Yeah, I'm saying the hype around him, it doesn't equate in trophies, bro, which means it's hype. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Still using the word phase project going into 2026. Give it a rest, man. Bro, it's mad, bro. Is Gyökeres a total player? Wait, he's not Arteta because you tell the team not to pass at all to Gyökeres. It's crazy. Total players, guys. We need totality, guys. You know what I'm saying? He can't do it. Everything has to be praised to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Let's continue.
Defensively, or is our high press going to look like when we have to defend in that mid-block? How we do it not to concede a single shot in a match, because that's obviously the probability of having a clean sheet really high. And that's the demands, the set, and the projects that we have developing in the last few years.
I mean, that's the projects that we develop in the future. Arteta, I really think this guy doesn't understand. He loves to emphasize set pieces and the way that we defend and the physicality. Bro, you can only get so much praise doing that at a club like Arsenal, bro. It is about winning at the end of the day. And your defensive work and your set pieces and the physicality will still drop points. So when you're there trying to, oh yeah, but look at how we're doing. I mean, the fact that we not a single shot, guys. Not one shot conceded, guys. Well, guess what? We conceded against Wolves. Well, guess what? Chelsea, we conceded against Chelsea. Guess what? We conceded twice against Sunderland, bro. Well, guess what? We got piped by Aston Villa, bro. So when you can't tell us about how great this defense is, all of a sudden, what have we got left? What have we got left? But the bigger picture is not just the fact that we defend well as a team, bro. Bro, the sport is about winning, bro. It's about trophies, it's about winning, bro. That's it. Man talks more about shots not conceded and best defense. He talks more about that than trophies, bro. It's like that's his whole aim. Like, as long as we can defend, bro, talk to me about trophies. Talk to me about lifting trophies. Talk to me about being a winner. How about that? And stop less of this chat about this and that and but we defend, bro. Bro, and it's so frustrating, bro. It's so frustrating. This club love to take their eye off the target and they love to finesse you and gaslight you into something else. Like the target should be winning the Premier Champions League. This guy keeps talking about, look at our defensive work, look at our set piece. Fuck that. How are we winning the league, bro? How are we winning the Champions League? Tell me how we're gonna do it, bro. Tell me how we're gonna do it, bro. Stop trying to finesse me with all these other things. Yeah, we already know. How many more times you guys want to keep barking on about defense? Well, guess what? With this great defense and the great setup and the great, we don't concede no goals and the set piece kings and the dark hearts, we ain't won nothing to show for that. That is a fact. It's bro. I swear down, man. I swear down. This whole club, yeah, is just a massive manipulation, bro. It's a massive manipulation. All about taking your eyes off the prize and just having a round of applause. I already had someone in the chat already telling me, oh, how is being top of the Prem and top of the Champions League not an achievement? The fact that you're asking me that, I feel like, I really feel like you need to get help. If I have to explain that, when we're here in December, and you're telling me we're top of the league and we're top of the Champions League, and I'm supposed to turn around to you and say, oh, that's an achievement. If I have to explain that to you, to be honest, bro, I'm not even going to give you a response because I already know you're done. You're done out here. Like you're done out here. Like the fact that you're asking me that, I don't get it, bro. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it to you anymore because clearly that it's just done with fans like you. It's done. Like it's done. Like I don't even understand why you even asking me that. But okay. Arteta talks like consultants who have no idea about anything, just vague statements. Bro, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I'm tired of this project bullshit. Win the league or get out of my club. That's what I'm saying. We don't care how you do it, yeah, but just get over the line and stop less interviews. We don't need this because we're not learning anything from, like, we're not getting any. Every time I watch his interviews, I don't come out of it thinking, you know what? I may not like this manager, but I've learned something different. I ain't learning nothing. It's a rinse and repeat of his press conferences. Literally. Just with a bit less pushback. I'm not learning anything. There's nothing I can take away from this apart from him continuously talk about set pieces and defending. That's literally it. Literally it. So how do you, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. You can tell his priority is to defend. You don't win trophies with your mid-block nonsense, bro. It is what it is. Project, development, growth, all these buzzwords. You know what I'm saying? That's it, bro. It sounds good, innit? It sounds good. You know what I mean? This man's ego is too much for a man that has won one FA Cup. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like he said, he just said, I'm the manager that's restored Arsenal back to where they belong. Really? This is exactly why Mourinho cussed us when we had Wenger. Saying, I think boarding is 10 years, no trophies. Boarding is 10 years, no trophies. Well, guess what? It's now 21 years. And 6 of them years, Arteta, you've been here. So if you go and ask Jose will go, yeah, this is boring, bro. So how have you restored us back to where we need to be? No, back where we need to be is winning league titles, bro. That's how I started supporting this club, was winning league titles. About back where we need to be is competing. Get out of here, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Get out of here, bro. This guy, he don't have the mentality. The fact that he's saying, yo, we're back where we've got the club back to where it needs to be shows me exactly that you're not a winner, bro. You're not a winner.
So you said you had a great little blueprint with the squad that you had, but this summer, obviously, with the investment and the players coming in, it feels like now the squad depth is on a level with Manchester City and Liverpool. It feels like now you can compete almost on every phase. Does it feel like that?
Yes, I think we've gone to another level this season. Or the last season, at the moment we have 13, 14 outfield players competing for competition. is not enough, and we've gone and I think we increased the numbers, we increased certainly the quality, and within that as well the versatility of the team, because we added pieces that we didn't have but can complement each other in a really powerful way, and they have adapted really well.
Zubimendi.
Okay, cool. So that's fine, Arteta. Don't want to hear nothing about injuries then. You just said that you have more players to work with this season. You got a bigger squad. You got players that have the versatility to play different positions that complement each other. Cool. All of that will be used against you the next time you start talking about injuries. Next time it's gonna be used against you, bro, because I ain't hearing it. You can't on one hand say, oh yeah, Hargreaves, we've got a squad up there with Man City and we've got the numbers now and we've got players that can play different positions, isn't it? And then when you go to the press conference after you lose a game, then you start complaining about injuries. Bro, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You've got a squad there that you like, that you keep gassing up, that you keep saying is amazing, that we can play different positions and that. Cool. Next time, don't tell us that, oh, we had to risk Ben White, we had to risk Saliba because we didn't have other options. You've just said you've got a bigger squad, and you just said you've got players that are versatile and can play different positions. That's what you've just said. So why are you saying the other day in the press conference, we had to risk Saliba, we had to risk Ben White? See how those two statements are contradict themselves? Oh. This guy's a barefaced liar, bro. This guy's a barefaced liar. This is why I call this guy out, because he chats rubbish, bro. What he says doesn't align. You can't be risking certain players that come back from injury or not fully fit, and then say, "Yeah, we've got an amazing squad. I love the squad. I trust the squad. We've got players that are versatile, can play many positions." And then, but you didn't say that the other day. Like, this guy is just a waffler, man. Let's continue.
He come in and he's been a breath of fresh air, hasn't he? Why do you think that position is so important? You played it, I've played it. A lot of the biggest managers in the world right now played that position. Think about Pep and Deschamps and Ancelotti and Simeone, Alonso, yourself. Why do you think that position, like Zubimendi, is so important for the brains of the team?
Because it's the position that connects everybody. And
do you think that position makes a good coach? It must do.
Listo para tu próxima aventura.
What are we talking about here, bruv? I can't believe these guys are, bro. Now hold on, let's VAR that, because now Hargreaves is now balls deep into Arteta right now, bro. This is crazy. Man trying to gas up Zubimendi now. Bro. You know what? Yeah. This club's done, bruv. This club's done. Man said Zubimendi's connecting the team. Zubimendi, bro. These men are shameless. I can't even lie. The amount of shame, the shamelessness is incredible. Let's go back. Hold on. Let's VAR that, because I can't believe what I just heard. Hold on. Hargreaves is yeah. This guy is a puppet.
A lot of the biggest managers in the world right now played that position. Think about Pep and Deschamps and Ancelotti and Simeone, Alonso, yourself. Why do you think that position, like Zubimendi,
Pep, Deschamps, Xavi Alonso, and you're talking about Zubimendi in that conversation,
is so important for the brains of the team?
Because it's the position that connects everybody. And do
you think that position makes a good coach? It must do.
Probably, if your approach is, my aim is to make the people around him and the team function better, probably yes, because then you are thinking the same terms as a manager. And in order to achieve that, you have to understand a lot of what is happening around the game and why the game is taking certain direction and how can I change it. And I think Martin obviously has the qualities too, that we have other qualities around the midfield as well that I think complements very good his qualities and his deficiencies as well. But after, how difficult it is to do it actually in this league immediately, but I think he's been exceptional.
I mean, I think...
Where was that exceptional performance from Zubimendi against Wolves, bro? This guy's been getting bullied, bro. He's been getting bullied. He's been getting bullied against Chelsea, against Sunderland. What are you talking about? This is what I mean, bro. He was trash against Villa. Like, this is what I mean about this club being like so many liars, barefaced liars, bro. How are you gassing up Zubimendi? This is why Declan Rice is so burnt out, bro. He has been shit. His passing has been rubbish. He's not locking off he's not shielding the back line. His passes, he doesn't make enough progressive passes. He plays it safe, backward, sideways. He's always picking up yellow cards. He's always out of position. What are you talking about, bro? But it's filho da puta, mentiroso da merda, pá. Mentiroso da merda. Zubimendi has been shit. You talk about all the games that we have lost. He has been one of the worst, if not the worst player there. He has been uma merda. He has not helped that Declan Rice. He has not shielded the back line. He has not offered anything going forward. And you, man, put him on the pedestal of Partey. Are you fucking high? Now, I can't actually believe it. He has been shit in all these recent games, bro. And they're saying, oh, he's the one that connects the team. Connects the team how? Declan Rice is the one that's been doing the box-to-box thing, actually linking up play, trying to transition, trying to link up with the front three, actually offering something in the final third. Declan Rice is the one getting back, doing last-ditch tackles. That's why Declan wasn't celebrating against Wolves, because he's fucking had enough. Because now Partey's gone, it's exposed that nobody else is helping him, bro. Are you mad? This is why Declan is drained. He's the only one trying to get back, attack and defend, doing the box-to-box. He's fatigued, bro. And the reason he's fatigued is because Zubimendi ain't fucking doing his job. Are you mad? And you're trying to tell me, you're trying to give Declan's the praise that should be going to Declan, you're trying to give it to Zubimendi. Nah, I'm not hearing it, bro. I'm not hearing it. There is a reason why Declan is shouting and getting angry, bro. It's because he's the only one locking off that back line. As soon as he goes forward and tries to do the box crashing thing, Zubimendi ain't holding it back. Zubimendi is exposing the team. He's not the only one, of course. This whole revamped defense is looking all over the place. Timber at centre back, all this kind of stuff. Hincapié at times as well, slipping, not winning his aerial duels. It is what it is. But the main thing, the midfield gets bypassed way too easily if Declan isn't sitting and shielding that back line. That's why he's pissed off. Why else is he pissed off? That's why he's pissed off, bro. So when you're trying to sit there and lie, yeah, and say, oh, well, Zubimendi, look at that, oh, Deschamps and Xavi Alonso and this and that. Bro, Zubimendi ain't even on the level of Partey. He ain't even on the level of Partey. So I don't know what you're talking about. And I'll tell you what, defensively, even El Nene was better than this guy. El Nene positionally was better than Zubimendi. And actually winning the ball back, he's actually better than Zubimendi. And I don't rate El Nene like that. So when you're trying to put him on this level of, oh, Zubimendi's been amazing, he's been shit in all the games. Whichever one you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. The first half against Sunderland, he got pressed the hell out of in that midfield against Sunderland to the point where we couldn't even transition. Against Chelsea, Zubimendi got pressed the hell out of to the point we couldn't transition in that game either. And they looked like the better team and they had a man down. Aston Villa absolutely corked this guy. This guy could not live with Aston Villa, bro. The way Rodgers was bopping it, Tielemans, Kamara, bro, he couldn't live with it. McGinn making him look like a twat, flipping Ollie Watkins as well, making him look like a dickhead. Do not tell me that Zubimendi has been pivotal to what we've been doing, because that's a barefaced lie. What did Zubimendi do against Wolves? Absolutely nothing. Every single time they were transitioning, this guy didn't know what time of the week it was. Don't even lie, bro. I'm not hearing it. And this is what annoys me with this club, yeah? We can have difference of opinions, one thing, but barefaced lying pisses me off because it just shows that this club is just around liars, bro. Absolute liars. I'm not hearing it, bro. Absolute joke. It's an absolute joke, bro. About gassing up Zubimendi, he's pivotal to it. This is all props of Zubimendi. Either the club is seeing that he's getting heat online and yo, this guy, they're saying he ain't the guy, and now they're trying to do the props. I've seen them do this with Zubimendi. Sorry, the props that they're doing for Zubimendi, yeah, the fact that they specifically asked him about Zubimendi is because this is the same thing they did with Zinchenko, same thing they did with Havertz, same thing they did with Jesus, same thing they did with Nketiah. Every single time a player's getting exposed at this team that he ain't as good as the fan base hype him up, the club start doing some PR. They start doing some PR around that player. And Zubimendi, this time it's his turn to get the PR. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro. Yeah, I mean, Xhaka, Partey, Ødegaard are still our best midfield trio under Arteta. Let that sink in. Well, if we played the way we played in 22-23 season and keep Eze in the front three, keep Eze in the 10, then I'd take out Ødegaard and put Eze there. The problem is we don't play that way. We don't play that way, so we're not going to see that from big up Omar. We're not going to see that from Eze because we no longer play that style of play on a consistent basis. Yeah, I mean, we are the most feared team in the world. Everyone wants to beat us. No one can beat us. But this guy keeps crying. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. There's always one in it. Hating on Arteta in Big 25. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Okay. All right, then. I'll just assume you're 15. I'll just assume that you're 15. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. You know what I mean? Zubimendi is getting ran with ease. He ain't that good. That's what I'm saying, man. You know when they'll realize when he gets replaced, then they'll be honest about it. You know what? Zubimendi ain't really all that. That's when they're, bro, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. The acceptance of mediocrity from this fan base, from this club, is mad, bro. Mad. It's actually crazy, bro. Man, not telling me this is an achievement that we're top of the table, bro. It's an achievement. If you're telling me that it's a good position, yes, I agree with it's a good position. Of course, it's a good position. It's not an achievement. It's not an achievement, bro. We haven't achieved anything. I don't think these men understand what achievement means, bro. Let's continue.
Before you've been together, what, 6 years now, and I think you had quite a young squad. It feels like now, I think the average age of the squad is 26.
Yeah.
And I think do you know what the average age of the last 5 Premier League title-winning sides is?
It's around 26, 27.
So it almost feels like, obviously, you need to mature, you need experience, but actually, it feels like now the time is right to go and try and win everything if you can.
Well, you can see the way the team competes and the way the individual.
Did you see the way Arteta paused when he asked him that? He don't want that pressure, bro. He don't want that pressure. I'm going to go back quickly to you. Look. Listen to when he asked him the average age of the team. Even though that's some bullshit, but the average age of the team. Normally that's when teams win and get over the line. Arteta hesitated. Look, he says he didn't like that because that's accountability. He don't like accountability.
Yeah.
And I think do you know what the average age of the last 5 Premier League title-winning sides is?
It's around 26, 27.
So it almost feels like, obviously, you need to mature, you need experience, but actually, it feels like now the time is right to go and try and win everything if you can.
Well, you can see the way the team competes.
You see his face? He didn't like that. He didn't like that. I picked that up straight away. He didn't like that. That's accountability. He looked away like, Arteta's going to say something. He's like, yeah, the pressure's here, bro. You can't be talking about young squad anymore, bro. You can't talk about they need to build together. You can't talk about, they need more time. Nah, the time is here. Average age of the team, 26, even though I don't believe that that's the reason why the team has to achieve. It doesn't matter about average age of the team. But at the same time, another thing you can't run no more, young squad. Basically, what Harvey's just kind of indirectly called him out. I don't even think he was trying to call him out. But he just said, yo, this ain't a young team no more. You guys have got the experience. This team has got the experience. The majority of them have been playing together now for a couple of years. You can't run this whole, it's a youth project no more. So when it's not a youth project no more, there's expectation to win. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the whole comfortable thing with the top gooners was, it's a young squad. They need to develop. They need time. Nah, bro. Average age of the team is 26, bro. Some of the favorites, are already comfortably in their mid-20s. Can't be telling us that it's a young squad anymore. Arteta didn't like that question, bro. He did not like that at all. He does not like accountability and expectation to win major honors, bro. He likes praise for the defensive work, set pieces, and being contenders. He does not want pressure to win. Look at him. Look. Let's go.
At a winning size
it's around 26, 27.
So it almost feels like, obviously, you need to mature, you need experience, but actually, it feels like now the time is right to go and try and win everything if you can.
Well, you can see the way the team competes and the way the individuals as well have evolved and mature. And that's something that it takes time to get into that position. We look at Bukayo and the amount of games that he's played at his age, or Martinelli, or Saliba, or Big Gavi, Jurien. He's 23 years old. I mean. Okay,
let's talk about evolution. Because you're talking rubbish now. He goes, it takes time for the players to evolve. Let's start with Saka. Let's start with Starboy. Saka has not evolved as a player. The only time I saw Saka evolve is when a couple of seasons ago when we started asking more numbers. So if you're talking about numbers, talk about scoring goals, yes. Saka has improved. But when you talk about as a player, sorry, no. A lot of times, there's 2-3 players on Saka. Is very predictable. We can all tell you right now exactly what he will do. Cutting on the left. If you get space, he'll cross. If you get space, he'll shoot. The thing is, he's got a good shot on him. He's got a good vision for a shot and an opening, and then he'll score. Most of the time, the way he takes on the fullback, it leaves a lot to be desired. Technically, he's not grown. He's not evolved. Technically, in terms of the way that he can beat a defender, he has not evolved. So when you're talking about Saka, Saka's very robotic but effective. That's not evolution, bro. So Saka has not evolved. He has not evolved for the last 2-3 seasons, bro. And I feel like he's just at a point where I don't think he's gonna get any better. Do you know what I mean? I don't see him evolving under this manager. So that's the first one. Then you're talking about Ødegaard. Still a player that can't play through a press. Still a player that plays safe passes. Still a player that doesn't play defense splitting passes. Very robotic, very predictable, and still needs certain environments for him to thrive, i.e. not going up against a physical team. Kai Havertz, still not a gunman in front of goal. Case closed. Jesus, still not a gunman in front of goal. Case closed. Martinelli, still a player that needs space in behind, and is not a player that's been able to really evolve and consistently perform as a left winger. He's a striker, but he's a attacking player that needs space. Without space and a fullback that can keep up with him, you lock off Martinelli. How has he evolved? How has he evolved? Let's talk about the players that evolved, because he ain't evolved. Zubimendi, I don't see Zubimendi evolving under you because he still can't play for a press. And then, if anything, when he first came here, I actually saw him play more forward passes. Now I actually see him play more side-to-side passes. How's that evolution? That's not evolution to me, my guy. It's not evolution to me. How did Zinchenko evolve at left back? Calafiori still making the same positional mistakes that Zinchenko did. Another fullback that's not a fullback, that's playing left back, that occupies more space and time next to Martinelli than he does next to Gabriel. How is that evolution? How is that evolution? I don't understand it. How's that evolution, bro? Don't make no sense to me. I don't see Ethan and Dalman evolving under you. I don't see you making them better players. I don't see you making them. You don't even play them to make them better players. So where's the evolution there? Yeah, I'm saying, let's talk about evolution. There's loads of players here that I'm looking and I'm thinking, where's the evolution? Where's the next level? I'm not seeing it under you. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Now that you talk about players playing different positions, why didn't you play Ben White centre back? Do you know why? Because you would never be able to develop him into a centre back. I don't want to see him at centre back, but he ain't going to evolve into a centre back under you. All of this nonsense, bro. This manager's a top waffler, bro. Top waffler. At the end of the day, I don't see the attributes changing. Trossard is still inconsistent. Lewis Skelly's actually going backwards under you now. He's actually going backwards. Remember, last season, he actually got into the England team. You said yourself, oh, Lewis Skelly, his best position that we all already knew is the midfield. What do? Continue to play him left back. Is that developing the player? Is that developing the player? Mikel Moreno, you listen, you did well when playing him as a striker, fair enough, yeah. But you didn't buy him to be a striker. You bought him as a DM. He's rubbish as a DM. Why didn't you evolve him to be a DM? Stop lying, man. Stop lying, bro. Stop lying. Do you know what I'm saying? Stop lying. Why didn't you evolve Northside to be a player good enough in your eyes to be able to give Declan Rice a rest? Why didn't you do that? You ain't evolved these players, bro. You ain't evolved these players. So it's complete nonsense, bro. It's complete nonsense from this manager, bro. They're just trying to blow more smoke up his ass, bro. And I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. Let's continue, bro. Let's continue.
And that's what we've been building. And now you have to keep building with those ones, but as well with the ones underneath. So Max, Ethan, Miles, all these players as well.
Okay, so you have to evolve the youngsters. Okay, but Arteta, that requires you actually playing them. How about, and then when you do play them, how about playing them in their strongest position as well? Could you do that as well? Yeah, I'm saying Max. Oh, we've got to develop Max, Ethan, Dalman. You don't play them, bro. Bro, this guy, he's such a liar, man.
1, 2, 3 years, where they're going to be to keep supporting and making this team better, and it has a time frame. And I think, as you said, I think we are in a really good moment now.
I mean, there's probably not many title winners in this group because they've all kind of grown together, yourself included. But obviously, I think with Mikel Merino and Zubimendi, they've actually won with Spain. Do you think that kind of helps kind of mentor the team in that sense, what it needs kind of in a crucial moment in a title race?
It does help, and as well we have players with Noni, for example, or Victor, as he won the championship last year. All this helps. At the end, we all know that unlocking the first big trophy is something psychologically very, very important, because when you have that belief that you can do it and you've done it and you have sensed the journey and the key things that you have to master to actually do it, I think is very important, and now we're going to do it.
Well, I just want to say, you must be proud of what you've been
Now
able
we're
to
gonna
do
do it.
in 6 years.
Now we're gonna do it, yeah? Did you hear that? You hear that about winning trophies? He said, now we're gonna do it. Okay.
And you've done it and you have sensed the journey and the key things that you have to master to actually do it, I think is very important, and now we're going to do it.
Now we're gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna remember this. You told us, what's the date today? 16th of December. 16th of December, you've told us that we're gonna win the league. No problem, my friend. No problem, my friend. We will remember this. The North remembers, bro. The North remembers. Cool. I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to that. Anyhow, you come out with any excuses, I'm telling you right now. I'll tell you right now, you're getting cussed, bruv. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a whole cooking show for you. You know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy, bro. I need to, yeah, I remember now, man. I need to go out and get a mouse, man. I need to go out and get a mouse. This trackpad, I don't know what's going on with this trackpad. Maybe I need to update my laptop. But honestly, like, it's really annoying me. You know what I mean? I don't want to aimlessly spend money, so maybe I won't get a new laptop, but I'll just get a mouse. But I don't know what's going on with this. This bare annoying, bro. Mad annoying. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying. There we go. Like I was saying, the link is there for anyone that does want to jump on. I'm just tired of it, bro. I'm tired of these all this talking. You know what I mean? Let's talk in more action. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk in more action. Hold on a sec, guys. I think I got a message from one of the places. Hold on a sec. Okay. Okay. Okay, looks like I've got looks like I could be moving into my flat. Sorry, people. Looks like I could be moving into my flat potentially this week. Right, I'll do that after the live. But yeah, looks like good news. At least, what phase am I in? What phase am I in? You know what I'm saying? What phase am I in, bruv? I don't know what phase I'm in, but I'm definitely in the phase of winning. You know what I'm saying? Because it looks like my flat is about to be complete. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A done deal's not a completed deal. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up. You know what I mean? It looks like I'll get the job done. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you, maybe you can learn something from me. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll teach you how to do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Literally, I've just got an email of the payment structure and everything else like that, and I'll be able to. Pardon me, I may be able to move in on Thursday potentially this week. So we're gonna see. Crazy. How am I able to do it? How am I able to get my things done? How am I able to be in a country where it's not my first language? I've never lived there before. You know what I'm saying? And in a matter of days, be able to get my flat done. And you know what? I'll be honest as well. Yeah, one thing I didn't realize when I moved here, how a lot of the landlords here in Spain, yeah, big up to everyone, congratulate me as well. I appreciate that. Big up to everyone, all the real ones. I appreciate all of you guys. And the reason that I'm able to even be here is because of you guys. So like massive thank you to all of you lot. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that because it has been a little bit hectic trying to get this sorted while doing the content. But like I said, I told you, man, I'm going to be live 3 times. You know what I mean? If I'm not 3 times live, if I'm not live 3 times a day, it's because I'm dealing with these things. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you guys know how it is, innit? You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, over here, a lot of the landlords, one thing I realized, the landlords, they're very sus. Like they don't really trust you if you make money online. Do you know what I mean? Because they look at it as like, oh, it's not a stable income. They don't really understand it. So a lot of the landlords here in Barcelona, they don't understand how you get paid on YouTube. They don't understand how you make money off of social media. They don't understand those things. So because they don't understand it, they look at it as like, oh, you're a bit of a risk. Obviously, I told them I got X amount of money in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? But they look at it like, I asked somebody when I was sending over my information, they said they look at it like, okay, but we don't know if you got all that money, but you're just gonna go to the casino and you can just go gamble it away. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, first of all, I don't gamble. Second of all, they were like, yeah, but that's their concern, innit? Their concern is because you've got so much money there available, they're thinking, rah, like, but you could just blow that money at once. I kind of get it. Obviously, I know I'm not like that, but I kind of get it, innit? So it's one of them ones where I was kind of like, yeah, I was just like, all right, cool. I get what you're saying and everything, but yeah, man, just got to do what I got to do, really. Just got to do what I got to do. So yeah, so there was my point was there were certain agencies that won't take on somebody like me, like a digital nomad, because they like, okay, you haven't been here for long. You make money online. Yes, you've got a massive amount of money in your account, but at the same time, you're not you're kind of like high risk in it. So there's only certain agencies that will get me housing in it. So like this guy that I'm working with now, he's got me into a couple of places and stuff like that. So now, yeah, I got this place. It's a little bit more expensive than what I wanted to pay, but to be honest, it's a good space. Do you know what I mean? There was one I was gonna get that was 400 euros cheaper, but the apartment itself was a lot smaller. It was a lot. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, like it's only for me, innit? So it's only me living there, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's still affordable. And at the end of the day, like even like now, like what is it? Tuesday, like all I'm doing is working, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is working. So really and truly just work more, you know what I mean? Earn more and just do my thing. But yeah, a lot of the landlords here have old school mentality. And if you don't, normally what they want is if you're a student in Barcelona, if you're a student, then, or you're like a student come from abroad, you got like, obviously your contract or whatever, or the school that the university that you're studying with, whatever, all the paperwork. Or they prefer people to rent to people that have a work contract. So you're working for a business, you know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of people that they normally, because they think, oh, it's regular income. But when you do social media, a lot of people don't understand it. Anybody that does YouTube, that gets paid off YouTube, it comes through as Google. So they were like, well, you said you work for YouTube, but it's coming across as Google. Then I had to highlight and I had to get like the statements from Google, because Google AdSense, you get your payments, and then link that to my account. And well, it's bare stuff. I had to get luckily ChatGPT helped me. I got it all done. Everything they've asked me, I've been able to get done. So it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. So yeah, man, like if you come to Barca or Spain in general, like digital nomad, they're a little bit more funny. You know what I mean? A little bit more funny. What are you saying, man?
Hey, yo, what are you saying, broski? You should have paid cash. That's what they want in Spain. They want cash straight away. They don't want to pay no fucking tax, no nothing.
Bro, if I gave them cash, they'll be thinking I'm selling spice, bro. You know what I'm saying? You get me? Come on, bro. How's it look? A black man going up to them and going, yo, here's the money, here, duffel bag. You know what I mean? They'll be like, yo, call the feds.
Hey,
bro.
Listen, no comment on that, bro. No comment.
Call the feds, bro. You get me?
What are you saying, broski? What are we talking about today?
Nah, bro, Arteta's saying Arteta's interview, bro.
What's it?
About how he said we got total players, bro. Total players.
Oh, we got all the players now.
We got he's called his players total players.
Yeah, so you can. So when you hear total, you don't know if it's a full squad or it's total players, as in his kind of way, where he thinks that even if we don't have, let's say, Saliba or Gabriel, that's total players as well. So what's the context? What's the context? You know what I'm saying? What total players? Do we have all the players or not? I mean, come on, bro. It don't matter if we have all the players or not. It's what really changed, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? What really changed? I don't know what really changed. You know, apart from getting better at set pieces, we got worse at everything else. I'll be real with you, bro. Apart from that, we only got better at set pieces. That's the only thing. Give that guy a contract. This guy, this Arteta, yeah, he's not a defensive coach. He's a defending coach. He needs to be working as a defense only. What do they call those defense coach, bro? You know, in the staff, you know, there's this guy that you know, his job is to like watch the defense. Do you know what I'm saying? And kind of like, you know, give you plans about the defense, watch the defenders. He should be a defending. You know how we got a set piece coach? He should be the defense coach. So we need him there to just defend, bro. Apart from that, I'm sorry, bro. You're out of ideas. You're out of ideas. If you can't find a way to open up Wolves, because what I heard is that, oh, we're back from open play. We're back. Watch. Bro, open play. 3 goals were from Eze that he created himself. That was individual brilliance. You know what I'm saying? Some of them were individual brilliance, and then when the other team opens up, yeah, you score a goal. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how you could not find a way to open up Wolves. I'm still thinking about it. Like, how could you not open up Wolves? How could you be in this level of your managerial career and get paid 15.6 million? How? And don't tell me it's just one game, bro. We suffered from this, 8 games in? People told us that it's calm. We can set pieces part of the game. Set pieces part of the game. And we're telling them, yo, bro, it is not normal. This team is not opening up teams. Oh, but set pieces. There you go. Now you're gonna understand. Now, when the set piece dries up and you see us going U-shaped football, you saw Matty's got a stream right now, and he was talking about showing the diagram, like the whole heat map. You know the heat map of Ødegaard and the whole midfield. Everything's going sideways. Anything that goes into the box is a corner. What, bro?
Yo, listen. Your manager tried to take responsibility for the set pieces. You know, he's doing your guy dirty, bro. Did I say?
You get me?
Say this enough. Tell him, man.
Yes, sir. What did I say? Mr. Set Piece Coach. If you watch this,
nah, not you.
I will get you a lot of money.
No, not you. Arteta tried to say that like when they asked him about the set pieces, he didn't mention the set piece coach. He tried to act like it's him, innit? You're scoring goals from set pieces because of him. Yeah,
so
bro,
he did him dirty, yeah?
That,
he took the credit. Nah, he's a cunt for that. I can't lie. He's a cunt for that, bro. I'll be real with you, yes, sir. He should get. I don't know about you, what you think of it, but I feel like he should get way more money than what he's getting right now, considering what the manager's getting. Do you know what I'm saying? I saved you about 8 times this season, at least. I saved you. Do you know what I'm saying? 8 times. It's not just 1 game, 2, cool. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. But 8 times or 7 games in, the only resolution, or only the first goal that we score. If you go back to the games, most of the first goals that we score is either individual brilliance or a set piece. We don't open up the team. I know people say, oh, it happened once or twice, but it's not enough, my bro. How many games did we play so far? 18. Or all competition, 18. Father, it's not enough. It's not enough. Come on. You get me? Like Brighton, we didn't open up. We couldn't open up Brighton. Do you remember? Until a little magic happened in the second half with the back heel from Moreno. That was fucking. That was crazy. That back heel was crazy. That opened up the whole midfield. Do you get me? Yes, sir. I don't know, man.
Called luck.
No. I don't think luck, Moreno. Bro. Do you think Moreno's one was luck?
No. I'm just saying in general. Like it might not be moment or magic. It might just be luck. But apparently you lot don't get a lot of luck, so it's what it is.
Come on, bro. How many times did Reyes say?
Yo, listen though. I think you're right though. I think I've been saying that you might be onto something, innit? And I think Brentford's proving that. Because remember, you've been saying that
you stack Arteta and make the set piece coach the manager, innit? They must have
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
that and it's working for them. Yeah,
They
it's
must
working
have.
for Brem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They must have heard me. They must have heard me, my bro. They must have heard me somewhere, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. Listen, you don't need Arteta. Just keep the set piece coach. All we have to do is just go in every game, focus on that. Do you know what I'm saying? Since that's the game plan, anyway, let's be real, yes, sir. Apart from defending, yeah, this manager can defend. Yes. But you know how many players he uses to defend, yes, sir? He uses nearly the whole team to defend.
So
So
the
when
whole
we're
team.
going,
Yeah. But that's
you
what I've
get
been
what I'm
saying.
trying
That
to
you
say?
defend as a unit.
Thank you.
You
Exactly.
defend as a
When,
unit, and it's taken away from your attacking like prowess, isn't it? Because you're too focused on defending. But you're not allowed to say that. You know what I'm saying? They say you're not seeing it, but I'm like, brother, I can see it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because
yes,
remember, I've had coaches that defended as a team. Like I had Mourinho, I had Conte, and all that. I've seen managers do it, and not to this extent, but like you can tell,
yeah,
like you can still
yeah.
do
So
more going forward. But apparently, yeah,
how many players, when we're going forward, yeah, how many players are running back from defense to attack? And then they wonder why they get injured. It's sprinting. The whole game is sprinting. 100 meter, 100 meter. Look, bro, I like fast players. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I like players that have work rate. I do. You know what I'm saying? But not the whole team defend. It can't be the whole team defend. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be someone that stays up. Maybe Eze. Drop Eze out of defending. Let Eze do his thing. Eze, you walk around like Messi. You know how not only a Messi thing, you know what I'm saying, but just release him a little bit from his duties. Because let's be real, if Eze defends, yeah, oh man, he ain't if he defends,
he's not like this is the thing though. But I get you. You're right. But this is the thing. Like, problem with Ødegaard is like he doesn't know when to move the ball quickly and when not to move it quickly. Like he always plays at one pace. Do you get it? He plays at like one pace. Like it's that same pace that he plays at. And sometimes you need him to move the ball quicker, innit? And if he doesn't, it breaks down your attacks. We have it with Enzo in it as well sometimes. Like,
I think that's why we rely so much on a left back that can actually go into the midfield. If you realize, like, if we've got Skelly, he wants him to drive through the midfield because you don't really have someone that can progress the ball forward. Do you know what I mean? Like, Ødegaard takes too long. Zubimendi doesn't really he doesn't really make forward passes anymore. So how are you going to progress from deep? You know what I'm saying? Like, Declan Rice is more box-to-box crasher more than somebody that's going to carry the ball from the defense to the attack. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's why we got the left back playing the way that he is, and that's why as well. Like a lot of the times, our centre backs, we got good centre backs, but a lot of the time, look how high they are up the pitch, bro. Because we don't really have anyone to. A lot of the times, Gabriel's trying to look for whoever's playing striker or one of the wingers trying to put like a long ball over the top. Because we're not really progressing the ball well in transition, bro.
yeah. But then again, you've watched a lot of our games as well, yeah. You know that Cucurella, with Maresca, Cucurella's been doing that whole thing that Calafiore is doing. Yeah, you see him like in the 10th position, you see him out wide and all that. I think I think your manager just wants to do that thing, innit? What do they call it? Like overcrowd in the midfield so that they can get the ball all the time. Like they can always get the ball back quicker. But then you can always get attacked out wide in your flanks. Like if you really deep it, like, what game was it? Like we tried it. Do you remember? We tried to get that ball over the top to Calafiore, tried to catch him out. You also have the other games where if he's out of position, all of a sudden, like Wolves was bad at passing, innit? They did it, but their passes weren't good attack. And I'm pretty sure that's also where Declan Rice lost the ball and they hit you on the counter as well. You know, he does that thing where he holds onto the ball for too long and then he slips. He tries to go back, he slips and they get the ball off him. I think you can use that, but you need to make sure you get the ball back quickly. Otherwise, teams can like hurt you out wide, innit?
Yeah. Now, do you know what it is, Yasa, yeah? I don't actually think like Arteta's tactics are like the worst tactics ever. I feel like it's the way it's the way he doesn't know when to adjust, and he doesn't know when to go all out. You know what I'm saying? There's sometimes where you have to put all your chips on the table and go for the kill, i.e. Sunderland. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the tactic was wrong in the first half, but the second half, we had more control of the game. But then it's like, impose yourself now on the game. Do you get me? Now go for the kill. But he's so like, I don't want to open us up. Okay, we'll take a 2-1. That's the type of gamble that I don't like about him. When it's really time to make heavy decisions, he gets frightened, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that annoys me. Like, when you guys had a player sent off, he should have tactically took advantage of that. He didn't, bro. And we still allowed you lot to hit us on the counter. Do you get me? It's like, it's the tweaking of the way. That's why I always say 22-23 season, with the way that we play defensively now.
Our game is mad. You're right, yeah. Because our game, I wanted us to go and get the goal early. Forget the Chalobah goal. Yeah. I'll take that opportunity early. What I found mad was in previous games, United and all that, Brighton, the manager kind of hurried up with the subs. Do you remember? He started taking off people, kind of crumbled, whatever, yeah? But when it came to your team, the manager just said, you know what, we'll just keep it 10 men, same way as it was before, till half-time. I didn't expect him to do that. Do you get it? Because that's risky, because, you know, sometimes you might have to bring a defender in or attacker or move it. He kept the shape the same, and then he just had Reece James running around recovering, which was mad. But
it's my thing. Like, when he gets it right, he then moves it. Yeah, he moves it. Like, for example, when we had Partey and Declan Rice, yeah, and then Ødegaard there, you got Eze. Yeah, you could have just taken out Ødegaard off the starting lineup, put Eze. Then defensively, you could have had Timber, Ben White, Gabriel Saliba. Cool. Then you up front, you got Gyökeres, and you got Saka, and then you can play. I would like to play Diamond, but whatever. Yeah. You can still play the way we played in 22-23. You've got Partey that can defend. You've got Declan Rice that's improved in certain aspects. Yeah, I'm saying you can still utilize that. You've still got the set pieces. We're still defensively set up well. You've got Timber that can defend on the left. You've got Ben White that can defend on the right if he goes back to how he was a season ago before the injury. Yeah. All of a sudden, all you've got to do now is certain games, manage it. Certain games, you go for the kill. Other games, okay, cool, you have to be a bit more pragmatic. We're ready. In general, we defend well. In general, when everybody's available,
you can do that against big teams, though. You could be a bit more compact in the big teams, and then he tried to nick it here and there.
That's what I'm saying. Fine, but what does he do? Right, we have to play Ødegaard. Already in the number 10, that's a downgrade. What do you do? Get rid of Partey, bring in Zubimendi. Downgrade. What do you do? Oh, Timber was performing on the left. I'll take him away from the left, play him on the right. Cool, he's really good on the right. But on the left-hand side, Calafiori is as big as a liability as Zubimendi. These are the things that pisses me off with this guy, bro. Saka's not playing well, we'll keep him on. Madueke is in form, we're not going to play him. Trossard scores a goal, he can hold bench. These are the things that piss me off about this guy. He actually sometimes gets the tactics right, but he doesn't do it consistently. And when he needs to adapt, he thinks, what's the last game?
I'm with you, I'm with you on the decision-making, 100%. Because even the Wolves game, I think you and I spoke the other day, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, yeah? The Wolves game, I couldn't believe how many people I saw start that I didn't expect to start. Do you get what I'm saying? And I was like, I thought maybe he plays Madueke because he had a good game, and then he gets to rest Saka again. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And then seeing him play like a Saka 90 minutes and then whatever, like, or saying that he risked Saliba and that, which I heard later on, all didn't make sense to me, innit? You know what I'm saying? And it's like Wolves was on your last game of the season, and you're about to win the league, so you started everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a reason for you to take that risk. And I think when you think about it, like, I think he just confuses you, innit? Like, he does things the wrong way around sometimes, bro.
A lot of the time,
it's just the wrong way around.
A lot of the time, and I think sometimes he thinks like a little like a Wolves game. Yeah, he will this manager interpret it as, but we didn't commit going forward and we got the win, so let's keep doing the same thing. And it's like, no, bro, like, that's a warning sign, and the adjustments need to be made. He won't make the adjustment. He will see it as, we got 3 points, and that's the thing that I hate about this manager. He's short-sighted, bro. A bit like a lot of this fan base. Yeah, I'm saying.
You remember I said that to you about the Wolves game. I said, you still have the rest of the season to go. Why would you risk a Saliba? you've already gone through the season realizing that you don't really want those two or like Timber, Hincapié as your centre backs for the rest of the season. So why would you risk the other guy coming in? Like, it's just common sense, innit?
I don't
And
get
obviously
it.
with mine, the way I see it, I'm a Chelsea fan, innit? So I've been seeing man get injured left, right, and centre. Yeah. The first thing when I saw Ben White, the first thing that came on my mind was, I swear I've seen this guy play like 3 games already. Why is he playing again? And then obviously man got injured. I was like, yo, don't tell me I jinxed the tick, you know? Don't tell me I jinxed the tick. But
I heard he's out for weeks now, bro. All because of a Wolves game. He's out for weeks now, bro.
Hamstring, innit? Bro, you know what it is now? No, you just need to start making those calculations. You know when the manager says 4 weeks, just look at how many times the other players came back from the hamstring injury, and it'll roughly be that. Now they're saying Gabriel's coming back end of the month. Yeah, he's gonna start training end of the month, which is what, 15 days. Listen, we'll see, innit? We'll see. But the injuries thing, I've been warning people about that, especially the other people that I spoke to. I said, yo, don't be surprised, innit, if you get more injuries. But we've been unlucky and all that. I'm like, brother, like, what do you mean unlucky? We've all got injuries. And I said this the other day to someone else here. I said, yo, when we were resting players, and obviously one of the reasons the manager's losing his head, ownership and all that, is because of when you used to back me, because now I'm resting players, we're losing, you're not backing me in the media, innit? But I told you, man, I needed a centre back and all that. That's why he's doing the Conte thing, innit? But when I was losing games with Tosin and Chalobah, man, was just laughing at me, and I'm trying to tell them that's not my starting centre backs. You get it? No, I'm telling man that's not my starting centre back. All of a sudden, the 2 starting centre backs that would start for my team, they play, and then people are saying it's not good enough. I'm like, brother, like, apparently your defense could start for my defense right now, so you didn't put the same context there for me. You know what I'm saying? Where's that context for me? Bro, these men are saying Gyökeres is gonna come good, but he's doing exactly what the Lap's doing. But the Lap's is crap. I'm thinking, one's 27, who's coming to this league. The other one's at 22 or something. He's not
but you know they're not moving the goalpost, man.
Yeah, moving the goalpost, bro. It's mad. And I'm like,
I mean,
yeah.
It is what it is with them. You know they're not consistent. You know they're not consistent with their analysis, bro. They're never consistent. Like at the end of the day, yeah, the context only applies to Arsenal. But at the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Bro.
The context only works when you're talking about Arsenal. Any other team, they don't know what context means. What's context?
Excuses.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it is, yeah? Like with Chelsea, they'll look at it and say, yeah, but how much money did you spend on your team? But at the same time, we spent roughly about the same money, but the context doesn't apply. The context doesn't apply.
It only matters when we spend money. But when someone else spends money, they'll tell you it's over a period of time, which to me makes it worse, though. Because we all know you can't escape the bedding period for certain players, innit? Every player gets used to the whatever by his own. Like every player is unique. Do you get it? You've been Barcelona, you adapted quickly. I might get there and I might not adapt as quick as you. Do you get it? It's the same city, same country, but everyone's a bit different. So it's about how the manager adapts. That allows him to adapt, and you never know if the player has personal problems. Do you get it? Well, like Cucurella, he's had some issues when he first came in. His house got robbed and all that. No one cares about that context. Do you get what I'm saying? But
this is the thing, yeah.
I know that we spent money.
That Rory guy goes, oh, people saying, oh, then you guys haven't got the you guys ain't got the squad for rotation. Oh, well, I never expected 3 of our centre backs to be injured. I'm like, so what's the rotation for then? What's the rotation for? The thing is, yeah, I don't even want to hear it, yeah, because you can't tell me.
I remember it, yo. 19 combinations. Sorry, North, yeah. They told me
19 combinations.
19 combinations.
Exactly. 19
so
combinations.
We can play Saliba centre back. We can play this. Yeah.
Do you get me? But now all of a sudden the combinations ain't combining, bro. You know what I'm saying? Please enter the pin 3 times until we block your card. You know what I'm saying?
You know that is enough. They have one more attempt left, and they're scared. You know what I'm saying? You know what you could. The thing's gonna swallow the card. The machine's gonna swallow the card. They don't know their pin, bro.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. These men only got chess here when things are looking good. When things are looking, and then all of a sudden they got excuses, bro. Why is this guy getting paid 15 million, bro? Figure it out. I don't want to hear it, bro. We don't want to hear it. Every single time they go quiet, yeah. Every time I show the list of injuries for all the Premier League clubs, they go quiet. We're not the only team having injuries, bro. Some of the teams even fighting relegation, yeah. Even some of them have got more injuries than us. You know what I'm saying? But these men don't care about that.
You see, Bournemouth, when we played them, yeah, they had like some old dunnies in midfield and that because they had injuries. That's why we were more fuming that we didn't win the game, yeah. But it's one of those where everyone got injuries. I think it was at the time it was City, us, and someone else, and I think then Arsenal that had the most injuries, Brighton and innit? So I think City had like 16 injuries when the season started, or like something like that. But like no one cares. Like, do you get what I'm saying? You just gotta find a way to win. And I think that's the same thing I've been saying about my manager the other day. I said, yo, as much as we always said that you may have been handicapped by the ownership, but at the end of the day, you can still do better with what you have in it. And I think that's my thing. If the manager does everything right from his side, then we can start looking at everyone else. Do you get what I'm saying? Because we know the manager's done as much as he can. I think there's deficiencies from the manager and there's deficiencies from other places. The problem now is that there's no more. You don't have a deficiency from outside now. Because Berta's coming and got his players, isn't it? So there's no more deficiency from. You can't blame the recruitment and all that right now. You got your players, so now it's on the manager, isn't it? And listen, man, I don't know what he's on. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's on. I see what he's trying to do. Like, he's trying to act like he's what's it called? You know what? It's mad enough. Yeah, he tried to sneak that thing at the end. What he said, we're doing it. Whatever he said, yeah, he made me laugh, bro. That was literally the last second of the thing. Yeah, man said we're doing it this season. Yeah. Oh my days. Yeah, that killed me. I can't lie, no. Yeah, man squeezed it in the last second, you know. The time is now, no. You get me? No matter this. You know what it is though? With him, it's more like you feel like he's trolling as well. That's the thing that I think gets under people's skin. Yeah. I don't think he's a dumb human being, but he likes to act like he doesn't know what's happening. Do you get what I'm saying? I think he moves a bit weird sometimes. Arteta. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think he gets when he gets defensive, he gets sarcastic. You know what I'm saying? And you can see that he gets frosty about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Listen, at the end of the day, nobody likes to keep getting questioned, yeah. But bro, it's part of the job, and you've got everything that you wanted. Now you got to. I'm sick and tired of it. I feel like whoever's working for Arsenal media and everyone that's like in his ear, yeah, they're all. I feel like he gets so much praise, yeah, that he's like used to like kind of like not being questioned. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got yes men around him in the club.
But this is why, this is why I'm with Devante when he calls him Supreme Leader, Mick John Un. That's how he runs the club, bro. But this is the thing I always used to tell people. I said, yo, the manager's getting the players he wants. Obviously, this season might be a bit different, yeah. He's been in control of everything. That's why everyone always questions him, innit? I think that's the bit people always leave out. Why is it have the same energy for your manager? I'm like, brother, my manager's been called a yes man the minute he came in. You know what I'm saying? I can't put the same thing that I would say to Arteta to him, knowing that Arteta was in control of everything. Does that make sense? It's a bit different. I'm not saying that I'll let him go. I'll let him go. He doesn't get any blame or anything. But I'm saying you can't put the same responsibility on him, knowing that he was responsible for everything, and my manager's only responsible for the living room. Like, your manager's responsible for the whole house. Do you get it? So. Yeah, man, look, at the end of the day, you could tell. Arteta, when he gets annoyed, his eyebrow starts moving, man. You get me? You can tell, bro. He looks at you and like, bro, who you talking to? You can see that look at it. Who you talking to? Bro, it's mad, but I don't know.
We got to beat Everton, bro. You, man, beat Everton. We got to beat Everton. There's no excuses, bro.
I know. Good luck, bro. Listen, all I'm saying is good luck. They had bare chances against us, and Dye hit the post on that. You lot are lucky because I'm pretty sure Idris Gana Gay and Dye are going to AFCON. So you're quite lucky in that aspect here because they're some of their best, like better players. I don't know what's going on with Grealish. I heard people say no Grealish, but I'm pretty sure he might be there. And KDH's injured. Well, he got injured in our game, innit? So it's going to be easier for you guys compared to the team we had to face. But you still have to get, bro. You know what he's going to do. You know what Moyes are going to do, innit?
He's gonna
the compact thing because he just realized you couldn't break down Wolves. He's gonna frustrate you lot and see whether he could get a corner with Tarkovsky or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, you're gonna look at it like,
you know
I'm
what
not the brother that needs to get the 3 points, innit? You get me? Like, our team was calm. You know what I'm saying?
Because remember, Wolves was willing to take that point. Obviously, they're starving, but remember when they scored the equalizer, they were celebrating because they wanted to try to waste as much time as possible. And that was their first goal under that manager as well. So, to be honest, I did like the manager in terms of when he conceded, he didn't say, you know what, let's just stay in the game and not lose. Like, let's not lose more than that. Do you remember? He tried to just go straight for the goal.
Yeah, tried to go.
Minimum a point. He was like, I'm staying for the point. So obviously he was playing defensively to keep you guys out from scoring. But the minute he conceded, and they were obviously kind of like in some way they were lucky they conceded late on, which meant they could just throw the kitchen sink at it. If they did it mid-game, maybe then you guys could have created more chances, more space. But even then, some people were saying Arteta sat back. I just kind of felt like you guys couldn't deal with them when they did actually move forward for a bit. Because remember, they started to go really direct. It wasn't just direct. It was like direct, innit? So, and then I don't know about you, I knew they were going to score. You know when you got a feeling.
It felt like they were going to score watching the game. I can't lie. It did. It felt you can feel when a team's got momentum and they keep getting opportunities. But you know what it is. This is the thing, yeah. Like as much as we're set up right, yeah, defensively, without certain personnel, you see the deficiencies even within the defensive setup, bro. Like when we got Gabriel and Saliba, a lot of times we look way more comfortable defending. But even then, we still get certain opportunities where it looks a little bit shaky. As soon as you remove one of them or both of them, look at the way we looked, bro. We looked nervous, bro. Every time they're spamming crosses, the way they're running through the middle, like we just look nervous, bro. Like this is why.
Even with Saliba and Gabriel, if you get them 1v1, you're actually meeting the real defender. I think when you see them, when you defend as a unit, it's different. But you've seen it before, where when you see Saliba on his own, he's a bit like he can defend, but sometimes he'll do something crazy. Like in the past, this season they haven't done anything, but when you used to get them 1v1, it was different. Or if you get the ball over the top and they have to chase you, it's different. Like, but then when they both like defending together, or one backs the other one goes out, and I think the more you've seen that one player drop in terms of you replace one with the other, the less quality is shown in it. And I think what you're seeing now as well is that they just don't have the partnership. Mosquera and Hankapi don't really have the connection in terms of the understanding in it. Saliba knows Gabriel's going to be there, and when I'm here, he's going to be here. That's when it's like a little bit less edgy in it between them. But when you have to figure it out on the spot, is when erratic stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? You look on your right, Timber looks like he's just running forward, and now Hinkapi's on his own, and like all these things can happen, innit? And I think over time, like what happened with what's his name? With Saliba and Gabriel, where over time they've become better and better. I think it's similar. But people don't understand, as much as your defenders are very good, like they're very, very good. I think individually the problem is that the reason they look this good is because of the system, innit? Because you guys defend in a unit, players automatically look better anyway. That's like when when a manager goes down for relegation and Allardyce used to come in, and the rubbish defenders all of a sudden used to look good. Because the defenders are units, so everyone's defending. So like it's a bit more difficult to break them down. And on top of that, these are not mid-table defenders. These are like some of the best defenders in the world, isn't it? So of course they're gonna have the extra quality where it's more difficult to break them down. But this is the bit people want to leave out and just say, yo, we got an incredible defense, but I got the same amount of clean sheets as you, North, and I'm pretty sure we haven't conceded that much difference from each other. I could be wrong on that, but my rubbish goalkeeper got the same as yours. So, like, it's mad. It's mad. Like, you know me, I've never been a Robert Sanchez fan yet, but he's been alright this season. So, you get me? And then looking over yesterday, blood. Thank God I didn't get that Petrovic, blood. I would probably been relegated.
Nah, I hear it, man.
The Bournemouth keeper, blood. You seen him yesterday? Yeah. That was the goalkeeper we were supposed to keep and sell Sanchez. I would have been in the door. Petrovic, that's the guy that we sent on loan for a season. And then he wanted to start ahead of Sanchez. And then we said, nah, you have to fight for your place. And he said, I'm leaving. So we sold him to Bournemouth. Do you know what I'm saying? So, listen, it is what it is. It is what it is in that aspect. Yeah.
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. That's the thing. Like, a lot of times, you're right. The way we set up here, we allow a lot of our defenders not to be in 1v1 situations. You know what I'm saying? Crowd out the midfield, make it real compact. Everybody behind the ball. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we look calm as a unit, but as soon as you start taking one or two pieces, man, it don't look the same. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like the man, when he gets things right, what irritates me is that he doesn't consistently do it, or he goes away from that, or he doesn't know how to implement it in game, bro. I feel like he's way too emotional in the game, bro. I feel like his head gets hot and he don't know what he's doing. He gets nervous. You can see him, like, he gets too nervous, bro. He's a very emotional manager, and that can work.
He's doing this dude recently. He's doing that recently. You've seen it where he's just put his cross on his arm and he's just looking, he's staring. Like, you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Klopp. Do you remember when Klopp used to? Because remember, Klopp only had the plan A. It was only plan A. So he used to do that thing on the sideline where he used to pray. You could tell he's praying. Inshallah. He waits for the cross. Maybe next time. But the difference is that they used to create constantly, you know, Liverpool constantly. Every time they go forward, it leads to a shot on goal or anything like that. That's how it felt like watching them anyway. But I think when you look at it in general, I'm seeing him more. He shouts a lot, but not as much as he used to. And then he keeps doing the little meetings every 10 minutes. He has a meeting on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? He grabs all the players and he gives them instructions. But I'd rather have a manager that's given, like, he adjusts, but then Arteta's not adjusting, because when he brings on players, it's all like for like, innit? Which then tells me everything's still the same. Do you get it? Everything's still the same, which is why it's like for like. That's why you just make a like for like substitution. So, yeah, man. Or he's trying to get someone who's not in his position to do two things at the same time. You know what? I'm bringing on a defender, but I need you to help attack. Like, did you get what I'm saying? And he's like, all right, cool. You better work out then. If that's what you're doing, you better work out. But yeah, man, look, I don't know. Everton, they're good going forward, but they're a little bit wasteful, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? They're wasteful against us as well.
Yeah.
So, if that's the Everton you get, fair enough. If they do the whole clinical thing, which can happen as well, where they sit back, get one goal or something, and frustrate you, you could be doomed as well. So,
yeah, no, I hear that, man. I hear that, bro. Yeah, I'm saying. I hear that.
Are you not playing Carabao Cup game? When's your Carabao Cup game?
Let me check. Where is it? I think it's after the Everton game. Yeah. It's after the Everton day, 23rd of December.
Oh, you lot are chilling then, because I was today, innit? We're playing today, Cardiff.
I was just 3 days after the Everton game.
Oh, maybe find time to train now. You know what I'm saying? You lot got time to train now.
He's gonna say no, because on the 3rd day we got the game. You know what I mean? We got Everton on the 20th. We don't have time for training, but he's got time for interviews though. He's got bare time for interviews, bro. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's mad, bro. It's mad, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm happy that the pressure's getting to him. Good. You know what I'm saying? There's expectations, bro. You can't just be here constantly with these excuses, man. We're not having it. You know what I'm saying? We're not having it. Bro.
I mean, no, he did say, he said, listen, like I said earlier, bro, he did say, what did he say? This is it. Whatever he said at the end of the interview, blood. Yeah, it's the time is now, whatever it was, blood. Yeah. So he done himself dirty and that. He probably thought everyone, when you're watching a YouTube video, yeah, And like at the end, a lot of people don't watch it all the way to the end, innit? He probably thought people are not gonna watch it all the way to the end, so he just added that to the end. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, listen, for them it is what that. Like I said, it is what it is, innit? We'll see what happens with the upcoming games, but
Yeah, man.
bro, it's gonna be a lot of games coming up, innit? So if you drop points, or if anyone else drop points, because even then, even LB, I heard him say the other day that it's kind of in your hands now, innit?
Yeah, 100% it's in our hands. 100% it's in our hands, bro. Yeah, I mean, 100% it's in our hands. Like at the end of the day, and I said this before, innit? Like everybody else's projects, have been successful in terms of trophies, innit? This is the only one you're looking at thinking, what, one FA Cup in 6 years? It don't look successful, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Mad though, because I just realized earlier, your manager could be going 007 with the league, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The manager himself, forget the games. Like it could be 7 years, no trophy, like no league title. So, hey, it's mad. It's mad. But you know, like at some point the pressure got to get to him anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't you can't keep giving someone like, oh, he's young and this and that. Because there's been a lot of years that when I've looked at it as a rival, and I said, you know what, if that was my manager, I would have sacked him now. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether it was after he bottled top 4, or was the year after that where he said, okay, cool, maybe that one. Like, but my main thing's always been that he changed his principle too many times. I think when he played that, was it 22-23 season when he played football, all he had to do was adjust that and he could have won the league. Maybe add some better personnel, whatever, but also, do you get me? Keep it similar. I think you lot can play that football now. Whether the personnel can hack it, that's one thing, yeah. Because remember fitness and all that. But in terms of you have a squad now, and on top of that, you also have the what's it called? You have the depth. So it's something that I don't know, man. I look at it and I think you have the level of defenders as well to take those risks. I think in previous seasons you had the holding and all that. Do you get it? Where the drop off was mad, but I think you can rely more on your defenders now. Because one of the reasons we play badly sometimes, is when we play Tosin, is because the manager has to drop the back line backwards, because Tosin can't run back. So in those times, sometimes the manager will change something because some players has this issue or that issue. But I think you man could be relying more on your defenders. But if you remember in pre-season, when he tried to play that high line against Villarreal, do you remember when they kept doing the long balls over Gabriel? Like it was Miles Lewis Kelly, and they tried to target like Gabriel, just tried to get the ball in behind him and that, and he couldn't chase the guy up. So like those could be things in it where maybe he's scared about. That's why he just does the whole let's defend compact and all that. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't see someone playing like this to the end of the season and winning if you're not scoring a lot of goals. Because guess what, North? Ferret, you know what it is, yeah? I was gonna make the joke and say that, what's it called? Against Wolves, yeah? I was gonna say, yo, what, no set piece, no goal. But obviously Saka scored from the corner, innit? So you couldn't even use that, but it's like slowly, since Gabriel's been injured, the set pieces have kind of dried up. Even though yes, he scored a bit more from open play, but you could tell you're not getting the same level of goals that we might have thought you might get. So listen, it's up to him to fix it, blood. Otherwise, once the John Cena settings, the last time is now.
Yeah, it's mad, bro.
Listen, I see some guys say Cardiff might do something mad tonight. Listen, you lot can pray. You know what I'm saying? Keep praying.
We'll be there, bro. We'll be there. But you guys
Nah, it should be calm. I know it's gonna rotate, but we'll see what he does. But because my manager has this thing in him as well, where he'll do mad rotations. But you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Because Leeds, he done 8. He rotated 8 players. And you could see in the team that it wasn't the same. But then again, he's like, listen, I have to rotate. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't keep playing the squad the way it is. But we'll see, man. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll see. Listen, I don't know if you're going off, but I need to jump off in it.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap up, man, because I need to sign this contract, send over my deposit. I've got a couple of things to do, bro. So I appreciate you jumping on, man. We'll definitely be there for your game. And big up to the chat and everyone locked in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're subscribing to Yasa TV. You know what I mean? Make sure you're supporting my guy. And yeah, we're gonna redirect to Matty, bro. Northside raid on the way in, and we're out. Love.